I am not getting lucky. I'm gonna quickly finish my PB&J. Okay, so we already got one of the stacks. I didn't know that. I don't know if minor region is worth it. Okay, so healing pouch is huge here. Combine those two. Put it right here. Let's see. Sure. Let's take Mana Blade. So I want you to sit behind now. Maybe like that. So you can heal. We should have some heal happening here. Okay. That's interesting. So critical strike damage. I actually don't mind putting it. Iron speed would be huge. Even without Omni Crit. Okay. So actually, what about like this? Ah, it's locked. Never mind. But we'll definitely give it to you. And let's level up somebody else to level 2 and see what do we get here. So we get Frost. Critical strike chance is increased by the shield. And every critical strike the hero deals the ethereal damage equal twice to the defense. You have no defense. Take critical chance. You're level 2. You can hold it for now. I think we need to take fights now, actually. I mean, we don't have to. But I think it's better if we do take fights. I want to kill those first. Maybe make them come to us. Do not fragment as of yet. Let's end it. Okay, so he did manage to cast a slime. That just really slows down us. That's what the thing is. We have some sustain, but those guys need to die fast. Wow. Okay. Oopsie daisy. Critical strike chance, but there gains 30 attack speed. Ooh. Another giant arbalest? Oh, no. That's the one that we locked in. I don't want to give it to someone else then. Attack speed. Oh, attack speed and lifesteal. Okay, let's take Live and Axe. I wonder if that works. Critical strike chance. We get the trophies. Let's level you up. Ooh, double attack. Oh, War Machine. Let's give it to you. So here's our first TheLastFlame. Spell power, attack damage, permanent buff. We heal, let's definitely get attack damage. I do not think we can fragment here either. We need to make them come to us. We will come towards them as well. We need to kill this one before he casts. We managed to cast. Well, actually, maybe we could have fragmented here actually. But hindsight is always 20/20. We do not... Another healing pouch. Arr! Another healing pouch, eh? We need max mana maxing here. Max mana maxing. Critical strike damage. Let's take Arbalest. Maybe it's actually better off on you, but we need to keep your max mana. Let's go another regular fight and see if we can... We have 5 trophies. We have 2 characters level 2. And cast, the hero gains 7 critical strikes, attacks 3 times, 3 strikes, the hero gains Omnicrit. We need Surge. Snowball Surge. Let's take Triumph here, actually. Brawler's Rage. Ooh. Okay. Brawler's Rage, it's only for yourself, right? Right. The problem is that our attack damage is split between different characters. But that's alright. Yeah, 2 here, 3 here. But okay, we killed them. We killed this one. We killed everyone and we didn't lose. Well, that's massive. Okay, so we need more attack damage. For sure. Problem is our attack speed right now. We surged once. Let's give you attack speed. Maybe let's give you attack speed. Spread some love around. Question is, that's spell damage to nearby heroes. What if we make you focus on a dummy guy like this one, for example? And you will cast once. In the meantime, the rest of our team will be sneakily wait for you on the other side of the map. 4 times 5 is 20. You can push shields level 3. Do we have a percentage increase in damage? We do. Let's give you attack damage. And let's send it. Oh, he somehow even got a shield. Could have actually even... Could have fragmented here. Whereas critical strikes inflict 1 shock on all enemies. Every 3 attacks, the warrior gains 1 attack damage per summon on the battlefield. Ooh. Was that Discord I just heard? Apologies for that. Awesome, we just got a red light from Hot Loop. Thank you so much, Hot Loop, for posting that we are streaming. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, Sharp Saber would definitely will be taking it. Because this is amplification here. Every 3 attacks, we do wanna... Do we lose attack speed? No. We can swap some passives around. Ooh, attack speed per summon on a battlefield. Nah, Bronze Drakes. That's the way to go. Okay. So we have 1300. Let's see. More attack speed, and now we search. So we do want to search, and Elven Arrows definitely will help us out. Stone Mace is a great get as well. That gives us HP and some health. Now, Bullseye. Ooh, now that's a huge get. What if we do like this? We do not have enough money for... We do not have money for Elven Arrows. But we do have every choice that where gains 1 additional mana on cast, whereas max mana is increased by 2. That's interesting. What if we... What can we swap around? First of all, Bullseye. It definitely goes like this without saying, and is put onto this character right over here. Critical strike chance or critical strike damage. We can give more critical strike damage. We're definitely gonna take Anchor, put it on attack speed quiver. Give it to you actually now. We're more interested in you. We even can do it something like this, because we need to remember, this is impossible plus difficulty. Let me guys quickly reply to an amazing human being that Hotloop is. Cool. All right. Okay, so maybe now we can even give our Twitch Sure. How about we copy URL and invite some more people to the stream? Awesome. We'll just quickly post it into the TheLastFlame general. If anyone is keen to join me on my stream, please. Stream. It's the link. Join the fun. Cool. Awesome. Now we'll see if people will join. But moving on, let's take on Act 1 enemy. Act 1 boss. I feel like we're strong enough to actually... So you will be focusing on a hero with the lowest HP, and you will be the hero with the lowest HP. So I'll put you in a corner here. I don't think this is the case for us that we can afford to ignore these guys here, because they deal a lot of damage, and I don't think this is the case for the Fragment of Truth as of yet. So let's send it. So yeah, so he will attract the biggest attention of the boss. We don't actually mind, because we have heal, we have sustain, and I think we actually could have fragmented here. Okay, that's good to know. Now, the question is, do we apply any debuffs? The answer is no. We do not apply any debuffs, as of yet. Plus, that's a magic steal as well, so none of these actually work for us here. Omnicrit doesn't help. Apply 12 bleed on all enemies every 5 seconds. The wearer stuns their current target for 0.2 per bleed. Now that's huge, and we have a return of Spectacular Shield, but yet again, we do not really generate bleed yet. But we will. We'll find the way. And Tome of Secrets is very tempting, considering we can hit Ooh, okay, so here's the problem, guys. If we're gonna hit the campfire 3 times, we're gonna lose 5 stacks on that one. Probably 6. Then we're gonna lose half a stacks here, but we're gonna get so many relics from it. And I think I am willing to do so. Let's proceed. Okay, so Act 2. Let's see whether this is the opportunity for us to fragment. So we have 2 enemies that are start and a melee, and they heal, and we have another enemy that is range, and they heal other people as well. So spreading them around doesn't really help us, but putting them all together actually does help us. Maybe we want to put our somewhat useless characters into the front line, so we can afford to push you a little bit higher, give you some lifesteal, so now you have sustain, and push you to another level, and maybe give you more attack speed. Yes, we do have attack speed for you now too. Now we have sustain, and I think this is a perfect opportunity for us to fragment here. And as he says it, he completely loses all of his characters. No, we lost one. Okay, so that wasn't that bad. Let's have a look quickly. So we're sitting on 80% crit chance. Let's take our first fragment of truth. Who deals the most amount of damage? Giant arbalest guy. Wow. And he only got one stack. Because he only casted once. That's right, it's on cast, it's not on crit. But we don't mind. We don't mind at all. So the second biggest, apologies for that. Second biggest damage dealer would be a guy with a bullseye. So let's get trophies, let's get gold. We're up to 4 trophies, and let's see what kind of item do we get. So we did get an enhanced heirloom. So we want to get some AD. Attack speed would be huge as well, but it would be for someone who will inflict bleed potentially. We actually wanted to put it on a character that will deal an immense amount of attacks, so the chance to stun is higher. Maybe if we will get Orb of Bleed that inflicts bleed, we will be extremely happy. We don't have any other recipes to imbue. A musket is not that bad of an idea. But let's take Novice Great Axe. And let's give it to you. 4 times 5 is 20, and we can't really push it even further. So let's just move on. So we're gonna lose half of our stack, so we lost 6. So Reborn is the sustain that gives all of our heroes sustainability and also boosts attack damage. Specialist will give, for every critical strike dealt, all heroes will get an ethereal amplification, but we do not have burn, so what's the point of getting that? And Conqueror will get more shields, but we do not really shield here. So let's take Reborn and we'll research. So Ghost Pepper or Max Mana. That's a lot of SAVOSes. Yeah, man. Welcome to the stream, SS Faxes. Good to see you, man. Woman? Don't really know. A dude. Is that a dude or is that a dudette? I'm chatting to. Let's take Mana Sword. It's a dude. Well, good to know. So now we have Mana Sword. So we'll amplify the attack damage of this SAVOS right over here. The question is, will he have enough sustain? But with Reborn and with the healing pouch, he should be okay. And even if he dies, all of our attack damage moves towards this SAVOS over here. Okay. So we're gonna lose a lot of Gargoyle Souvenir stacks because we're gonna hit 2 more campfires here. But we will be researching, so we will be gaining some juicy relics over here. So it's not that bad of a payoff. Now that's a very messy fight here. That's a lot of damage coming up all at the same time. I wonder if splitting them would actually help here. 8 times 5 is 40. You'd move, SAVOS. Which one? We can push one of you to level 4. I mean, pick one. We can move it, man. That's not a problem. Viewer suggestions, by the way, whoever is watching right now, viewer suggestions, I highly recommend it. Again, for anyone who doesn't know what's happening, we're playing on Impossible Difficulty Plus. You're just a smartass. Fair enough. Impossible Plus on a cloned challenge in a custom game. maybe giving us a little bit of help in terms of health will help a lot. Attack damage and HP. HP will keep us alive for longer, but Reborn will work better if we'll pick attack damage, in my opinion. And we can't really push another one of our SAVOSes to level 3 here. So we'll have another 15 XP sitting in trophies. I think that's what we might do. We might... is there a targeting best targeting? With the lowest HP. Okay. So they're probably gonna be either targeting him or him. So we want to maybe spread some love around. And maybe even actually... because our strength is in numbers. We want to gain up on as many people as we can. Let's see how we can do it. Let's go like this. Okay, so we killed one, we lost one. We're about to kill the second one. Okay, attack damage. It's pretty good. So let's quickly have a look. So how about our critical strike chance? Critical strike chance is at 74, 60, 90 over here. But we also have a huge critical strike damage, all thanks to Giant Arbalest and Living Axe. So let's see what kind of items do we get. So we get 3 trophies. We now have 30 XP in the bank. We can get another Giant Arbalest, which wouldn't be that bad of an idea. Vengeful Great Mace. Mace. So we'll lose 50% of the attack damage. We are on Act 2. I think it might be a bit too late for us. If we want to get Giant Arbalest, we would put it on a bullseye character. How about we'll lock and we'll reroll once. So blue flags doesn't really help us either. High Mountain Ring, it's just there. I'm willing to reroll once more. So here's Sanguine Staff. Sanguine Staff would be great, because it will give one of our characters, who is paired up with this guy over here, some sustain and attack speed. So let's lock it, but we won't take it. We'll take another Giant Arbalest, and we will put it onto this Novice Great Axe. Turns out we took it away from somebody else, from him. Okay, we'll put it here then. Cheeky fight recap. So we cast it only once on most of the characters besides that one. And here we also crit it 7 times. That's the one with a Giant Arbalest, yes. Okay. You had no idea you can lock between fights. What do you mean by lock? You mean like check the recap? I don't think I got it, what you meant. The item. Oh yeah, you can. You can forge between the fights easily, and you can shift them around any way you want. And you can lock as many and reroll as many times as you want as well. It's very handy, especially once you start going up in difficulty. It becomes extremely helpful. Rerolls. Yeah, I see. Okay, so this Lich is to start, so we need to get rid of him ASAP. We have 30 XP sitting here. Can we push somebody else? We can push you to level 3. Give him more HP. So you're our attack speed guy here. Might as well increase your attack speed now. Now we can even check. Maybe we want to shift our attack speed items to someone else. You will get more attack speed. And every attack you have also sustain. Okay. So maybe it would be useful for us to move some items. We need to focus hard on this character first. And you will our tank. You will be our sacrificial lamb in this instance. And let's see how we do it. So the aggro didn't really go as planned. But we didn't lose anyone. That's great. Okay, let's have a look. What kind of items do we get? So we get another Bow of the Frost. Every 4 seconds, all summons gain 5 attack damage. Considering that we are casting only once, I don't think it's worth that much. We do not currently inflict any type of debuffs. Neither shock nor frost. Yes. So Sanguine Staff could be a choice to go. The ring does bleed in at the start. The ring does bleed in at the start. Yes, well, besides the bleed, I meant Shuffling. Hello. I see what you mean, but I meant in terms of synergy with the Thunder Dagger, it doesn't. Sanguine Staff, yes. So we can give more sustain to, for example, this SAVOS over here. I might keep Bow of the Forest, reroll once just to see what kind of other items do we get. So we get a Gritty Hammer, which is a great get because it can bump our AD even higher. I reckon we will let go to the Bow of the Forest. But the thing is, we're gonna get a relic here, we're gonna get a relic here. If we're gonna get some kind of relics that boost us with summons, Bow of the Forest works. But Gritty Hammer is just a... It's great. Because it's more attack damage. And with SAVOS's passive, it will spread around to other characters as well. So I'm willing to let you, buddy, go. And... let's take Gritty Hammer. The question is, do we want to give it to someone right now who already has a very good build? Or do we want to put it on someone else? Here's our attack speed. And here's our attack speed as well when we surge. We surged only once. So ideally, the guy with the bronze drakes will have a better attack speed. Off the bat. It's only 3% and it's 2% per summon. So yeah, he will deal more damage for sure. Okay. So we need to fragment twice here. We can only really fragment on a boss. And then we'll need to, in Act 3, we'll need to fragment on one of the elites as well. If you wanna... It's not an if. We have to. Gargoyle statue. Find 2 superior heirlooms. And 5 trophies. Or attack the statue. 20 seconds, it's impossible plus. But we rush it. I reckon we can pull it off. I cannot, for some reason, right-click. You have enough damage to kill the statue. On impossible plus difficulty, I believe so. Will spawn deadly enemies. I believe we do. I believe in myself too. So we have 5 times 5, 25 XP. Can we push either of you? We cannot. Let's just send it then. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so as soon as we pop out all of our bots, Critical cooperation. Yeah, we go to about 100 to 90 to 80 of critical strike chance. So we deal pretty good damage. Let's get more trophies and let's see what kind of items we can get. Okay, attack speed, destiny is huge here. Crazy maze, I'm not entirely sure because we don't really have any energy gaining relics at the moment. Not relics even, recipes. Demon's ring won't help. I'm willing to pick once. Okay, so here's another sanguine ring. But we don't have even items. I reckon we'll lock that, but we'll take destiny for now. More attack speed is better for us. So a better Tome of Healing, just more healing, better sustain. Empire Boots, some shield, also sustain, but that's hextile dependent. Tome of Frost, and Eye of Scroll. So we do not build spell power, so Eye of Scroll is useless, Tome of Frost is useless because they don't synergize, but we can take Tome of Frost for sacking. 1 decent relic and 3 subpar ones. So, from your comment, I would assume the Tome of Healing is a decent relic for us in the current run, because Lifesteal is king and somewhat of sustain, considering also that we have a Reborn. That will synergize. So yeah, I will take Tome of Healing. Do I have an approval of chat? That's the question. Or maybe make a guess. Life harder, yes. Live harder, yes. Okay. I think I will gamble. Because we don't really have any passives that synergize with shield anyway at the moment. So okay, so we again lose half of our stacks of gargoyle souvenir. You have chosen wisely. Sweet. That's great to hear. Let's pick at the origins. So Thundercaller is great. I almost won a run with this challenge, with this origin. The problem is we don't generate any shock. War Arsenal. After 5 seconds, the hero with the most critical strike chance gains even more critical strike damage. All other heroes gain 40% of the bonus critical strike chance of that hero. You probably would have skipped camp. I'm just trying to maximize Tome of Secrets. That's why I'm kind of going hard for it. I'm trying to maximize our relic gain. Potentially maybe something that will break the run for us. I do not see anything sexy here, so I will just research. So here's the bleed orb. That's exactly what I was talking about. Tome of Secret doesn't do well with Gargo, and it's usually a weak pick in general. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Maybe on the next run we'll try to do it without it. But hence, we're already doing it right now. And we've managed to stumble upon Bleed of Orb. I think we lucked into it. And it's to all enemies as well. Bestiary will help us as well, but more bleeds is better at the moment. Because it's the... Bestiary is way better. Okay. Orb is too slow. But remember that we need to get 2 more fragments. So we'll need to fragment on Elite and a boss. And that will take longer. So the Bestiary I would assume it's better in your opinion, because it will work with bronze strikes. So that would be instant. I will summon synergies, saber passives. Saber passives. Yes. Okay, now I see it. Summon synergies and saber and passives. Okay. And Executioner Axe. Which one is the Executioner Axe? Screedy Hammer. Executioners. I believe in Axe. You could blast and elite this act instead, easier than doing so in Act 3. Yeah. And we'll sacrifice a relic. Okay. It's a mean guy. So he will target the hero with the lowest amount of HP. This is not you. This is probably going to be you. It's either you or you. What we can do then is we can put you into the corner and make you run for it. Oh, it actually will be you because you'll lose HP, so something like that. Let's clear a path for him. Make a pyramid, 3 heroes in front of him, 1 SAVOS behind the third, and the last SAVOS in the corner behind the previous one. Do I block him? Because he will kind of like run weirdly. The one in the corner with the fewest health. Okay, I see. So we want to put. I think they're almost all of them are. So this one will be considered the hero with the lowest amount of HP because he ticks. Close, but move 3 in front. Like that. Do I shimmy those as well? And 1 guy behind them. Okay, so then I will put you like this. That would be my assumption. And last guy behind the previous one. Something like that. I think it's either or here. It's optimal pattern for this fight. Okay. So we have 12 trophies. Corner. Okay, corner is better. So we have 12 trophies. We can push some levels here. So that's level 4 for at least this Andrew here. So here's the shield. Wow. The guy with the mace. That's right, because he will drop. That's so... Yes, he starts straight away. Yes. Yes, that is so true. So we spent 6. It's 30. Can we push anyone else to another one? The one with Orcish Axe will start at lower. Orcish Axe. Live in Axe. So then this way. So yeah, this one will get the aggro because he will lose 300 HP straight away. And then this one will take, but we will heal. Swap these two, like this. Okay, something like that then. Alright, so we definitely fragment this one. It's tricky because having two items like that doesn't help. Yeah, I mean we can put both of those items. That's not an item though, that's a passive that ticks. So one of them is passive and the other one is item, but we also have a healing item here. We don't really have anything else that ticks our HP, don't we? No. You would unequip. So if we unequip, then we definitely just is it right? That's not a right. There we go. Double click. So now this is the character who ticks because he's got Mana Blade. I reckon that's as bad as it gets. Yeah. Because then I think it debugs and he just attacks regardless. But I think it would be enough for us to heal because healing pouch. Alright. Enough planning. Let's pray up and let's go. Yeah, so we got few attacks in, but that's enough. That's enough. That was enough to stun several times and apply bleed. I reckon that's huge. Which hand? Right arm. I salute, my friend. Okay, so here's our... He changed his target due to fast heals. Yeah, he did. And that's actually where our Greedy Hammer would have been. Okay, I will definitely remember that one. Thank you so much. Oreo, another guy who was in the Discord as well, he was of great help with some patterns as well. So I really appreciate you guys helping out and showing me the stuff. Because pattern in the auto battlers, I sometimes forget that the patterns actually help out a great deal. Okay, so every attack the wearer gains even more heal received here. So I kind of want to maybe fish for a... let's take Noah's Great Axe for now. Let's put it here. And I want attack speed item. I'm gonna hit the store. So let's take another Noah's Great Axe. Armor more than attack. By armor, I would assume it's defense, and defense would be survivability. More armor and more health, yeah. So here's more sustain. Here's even better sustain, actually. That just gives us better healing. And we can suck. So actually, we can sacrifice a Tome of Healing because it only gives 50% healing received. Whereas Coral Treasure will give 8 heal received for summon. You would pick two of them. I guess you would have picked either those two. Definitely not a flute because with the lowest HP targeting system, it definitely screws us up. Mana Regen, like Mana Vial is always nice to have, but we're not really building Mana Regen items here. So, Coral Treasure, we can sacrifice Tome of Healing for Coral Treasure, and instead, for every summon on the battlefield. So let's count quickly. Yeah, Coral is a prime pick, I agree 100% on that one. So we have 2 summons here, plus 10, 12. 12 summons, 12 times 8, that's 96. Heal amplification and shield amplification. So it's already surpassed Tome of Healing. So second Tome of Healing for that is a no-brainer. And a starred enemy. Now, we actually wouldn't mind doing this. Even though we have a store here, we need to survive to it. Six times 5 is 30. So we can push one more of our characters. Either that one, or that one to level 4 to get a passive. I would be inclined to push you. And let's see. Whenever we surge only once. We get mana regen, max mana. Is that the one that... This fight is ironically easier since you don't have melee heroes. Mana Dragon. Hero gains mana regen for every 3 max mana they have. Mana Dragon is not that bad. Mana Battery will only help us to surge faster, but we're not going to surge this time around. Let's take Mana Dragon. And we get +3 mana, I believe, +2. Ah, no. But will be +3 for every max mana. Orc Warrior is a melee. All weak picks. You probably would swap for something better shortly. Yes, when we will run into the reward that gives us passive swaps. So we need to force them to come to us. The abominations at the back won't really budge. They'll move, but only like a little bit. Like this fight. So let's put you here, you at the back. Abomination will deal the damage to the enemy who furthest. But the beam can be interrupted by others. So you will stand at the back for sure. And we'll put other people in front of you. Is that going to be our sacrificial lamb, or we're better off to put someone else here? I don't really want to use flame to be lose flame here, to be honest. Let's send it. Okay, I think we're actually fine. We're totally fine. Yeah. So heal received and shield increased by 80%. Huge. Let's see. On cast, the warrior gains attack speed, stacks 5 times. We don't really cast that much. We cast maybe 2 times. More shock. There's argument to be made. Do we want more shock? We don't really have any relics or any passives that synergize with it. You want more sustain or more front load damage. So yeah, we either want to burst or we want sustain, as it has been pointed out before. So obviously Sanguine Staff helps us here a lot. Shock Spear we will need to build around it. Dancing Spire is attack speed. Let's reroll once and let's have a look. So every 5 attacks the warrior gains 1 attack speed for each bleed on the target. So let's just ramp up. Let's lock, let's take. So now we swap passives. Let's have a peek. So we letting go of Mana Dragon. Protector is good. So here's Survival Instincts, but Demon God though. Ah, the Protector was you increase the health. Yeah, I see what you mean. There was like a shield or a helmet or something. But so this character over here has a little bit of sustain built in here already. Demon God would be so great. I think Demon God in general is like one of the best passives. Glitch is also can be pretty good. But not on SAVOS. So Mana Dragon. We're letting go of you to all enemies. Lifesteal or attack speed and 3 bonus. Either first or third. I'm willing to take Demon God. More attack speed on this character doesn't really matter. We need more attack damage. And I'm willing to give him another item slot. And now he's got a 4th item slot. We can steal something from somebody else. Like, for example, Greedy Hammer. We just need to make sure he doesn't get killed instantly. Also benefits him. That is true. We can cheekily slot in another attack speed here, like that. The thing is that with SAVOS, I'm trying to create what we started brand as a speedboat. So basically a SAVOS that will only have attack speed, which will distribute to other people. In fact, that Arbalest doesn't fit him at all. So it's attack damage and critical strike, but he loses attack speed. We actually don't mind losing attack speed on him as long as we have other characters, like this SAVOS here, and these two here as well, that give their bonus attack speed back to him. Because he, in fact, feeds back the attack damage to other characters with his SAVOS buff bots. So that's why I find this character like a lot of fun to play with. Because you can, you know, do this kind of weird stuff. Because at the moment, I see why it doesn't fit. Because we want to put it on character who will cast a lot, right? Doesn't advance the damage plan, it slows him down. Then we can put it... We can put it here then. So then we want to give him more attack damage. I'm just very reluctant to give him Greedy Hammer because we might run into the enemy. Like, let's first of all, let's go into the store and check out what we can afford. So we have 946 gold. We want more attack damage. Greedy Hammer is overkill exactly because if he gets targeted, he dies. Orcish Bow. Mammoth Collar. Oh, Jesus. Whip. Gonna be swords and shields. You would probably buy a shield. So here's our defense item. Okay. So that's just stats. Orcish Bow gives us critical strike chance and critical strike damage, so we can give it to someone else as well, but we will need an item to slot it on. If we had to get, hypothetically, a Novice Shield at the moment. We can even put Fisher Ring on top of it. Orcish Bow is a bait here. It's definitely a bait. We can also put Orcish Bow on this cheap-ass Iron Spear for 74 and just plop it on one of the characters and be happy. Well, let's do that. And I think we can afford Novice Shield and Fished Ring. The question is, Fished Ring. Fished Ring should probably go somewhere here. Oh, we have another Living Axe. Oh my god, we have so many items that just destroy our health. But he heals almost instantly with the healing pouch. It was fun, but I gotta go. Have fun and good luck. Thank you for tuning in, man. Yeah. See you around. So let's combine those two. And for example, put it on you here. So now his critical strike damage and attack speed destroys. We want to give him Novice Shield because Demon God is ticking on him. Why not? Boom. Do we want to get another item like this? Or maybe we can even get both of those to slot in here to fill up some. And we're moving on. So I think waste of gold. Attack speed. She'll be alright, I reckon. Okay, let's kill this guy. And we'll definitely... So, and fight of this scenario, right? Do you tend to split around your characters, or do you make them focus on one? Because the faster the fight happens, i.e. the faster we kill the statues, the better. That's what happens. That's the kind of thinking that happens inside of my head. Split is good, but this works for the first phase only. This fight usually wants you to have a taunt hero, else there is a risk of getting killed in second phase. Yes. But we need to do it. That's the only way. And let's send it. We stun enough, and we deal enough damage. 14 seconds, it didn't even get into the danger zone. Yes. We managed to kill him fast enough. So, I think we have 2 Arbalists. Am I right or am I right? We do. We have another Arbalist here as well. So, we're back to the full flame. So let's have a look. We have a Crown of Life, so it's more sustained. And we got another Sanguine Ring, so it's even more bleed. He picked Refill too fast. Ouch. Is that because we could have re-rolled and then picked? Is that the reason why it's too fast? Critical strike, yep, I see. Critical strike done by any hero inflicts bleed on all enemies. This item is only operative when the wearer is the top damage dealer of the party. Ooh. So this is our top damage dealer here. If we had to take Dragon's Blood necklace. He was. 100%. How likely he is to remain one? Well, judging by the attack damage numbers and relative attack speed, he will be okay. Although there is an argument to be made that the attack speed can overtake it. We also need to be mindful that we need to slot this Dragon Blood necklace on like one of these items, because we don't have anything else. You could probably give shield to someone else and let this one get the necklace. I would probably keep the ring locked. Okay. So I think having a ring locked is definitely pretty good. So then we will swap this around, give it a novice bow and put it then. back onto him. So here's max mana and attack speed and lifesteal. Here's our sustain. Who else heals? No one really. But that's our last fragment of truth. Let's quickly check a fight recap. Yes, so I think our SAVOS here and this one, they will both fight for top damage dealer. You generally want to preview next area before confirming your boss reward choices. So now, judging from your logic, we want to avoid campfires here because we do not want to take Tome of Secrets and we want to preserve our Gorgol souvenirs. So let's have a look. So we get Burn, we get Lifesteal, and Strange Artifact, which is kind of useless. I think the banana would be an obvious choice here. Great minds think alike. Okay, so now we want to avoid hard battles, really. Do we want to avoid? Because we still have... if we will go start enemy here, we can avoid one. But then we will go towards the campfire. That's the problem. I would probably go maybe this way. Through the shop. Because we go through the start fights. That's a swap passive, and potentially a legendary recipe, right? Checking out this store is kind of useless here. We're pretty low on money. Not a normal star. See if you lost much if you are health. You can pick another star, then elite. Event store. Alright, so we go like this. Alright. 9 trophies. We need to push someone else to level 4. So our second biggest damage dealer is this one. So let's push you to level 4. So here's the bleed and ethereal splash damage. Triumph. Bloody intervention is much better here because we only surge once. We want the mushroom man to run towards us. But the Reaper though. And Nocturnal Spirits. You might want to reconsider him carrying an orcish bow. What would we swap him out for? If we had to reconsider. I see. So we just don't make him highest DPS. We just cut it down. We can give him just a plain Jane attack speed. And give an orcish bow to this guy here. The question is, do we make them run towards us? Or do we take the fight to them? Because this Andrew here, he will not move. And even if he will move very slowly. These guys will nudge a little bit. The main issue here is who tanks the AoE from the shadows. from the rest. But they're best targeting. So that would be lowest HP. So you will be the lowest, best targeting. And somebody else. No, not you. Live in X. But that's our heal and pouch guy. They target the closest, biggest group of at least 2 units. Okay. So if we put them here, maybe a heal and pouch guy can chill in here. And, whoopsie daisy. And you go in here then. Because we still want to keep him for extra sustain. And let's make them run towards us even further. Like that. Nah, we want the Reaper here as well. Let's send it. It should be okay. Okay, so we lost 1. We almost lost 2. Okay, so we only lost 1. You would have to split your party into 2-2-1 if you wanted only 2 heroes to absorb the AoE from the shadows. Yeah. So this Sanguine Ring guy died, this stunner. Short dagger. So here's a heavy helmet. That's potentially a get for us because we get the defense. And let's take HP and damage. Yeah, heavy helmet. Okay, so we go for another fight here. So this one is spell damage and heals. Heroes in a cone. Helmet is still decent. Mace is good too. Yes. So here we might want to swap out to some defense. So we need to draw an aggro into one direction. Tank your hero up and takes all the focus. The rest backstabs. So you would say the tankiest hero gets the aggro. And that would be this one. He's the highest HP. And he just takes, but he's got a crazy sustain. He should be okay. And the rest just chills here at the back. The problem is our tankiest hero, right? He's also our biggest damage dealer. That's the situation that we put ourselves into. But I think that should be alright. The helmet guy. He will lose 300 HP at the beginning of the fight. He should be able to recover it though. He can outlive the enemy. Alright, so let's do it this way then. Yep. As long as we put the stuns on as well, we should be alright. Huge. Alright, so let's quickly check the fight recap. So, yeah, so critical shield? Really? No way. This is our biggest damage dealer. So Bullseye is not even the biggest damage dealer anymore. It's this SAVOS here. That's interesting. Yeah, because he's probably the Mana Blade betrays. Yeah, Mana Blade is just... is the next level. Okay, so that's good to keep it in mind. Let's get the trophies and let's have a look at the items list. So we have another Sanguine Blade. So we can give even more attack speed to somebody else. Or every 3 seconds all enemies gain. Every 5 attacks sounds sexier to me. That's the issue with the dragon necklace, sadly. It can be hard to maintain top damage dealer. Yeah, I see that. I definitely see that. I cannot swap out any of these items. Well, I can swap out a live-in axe. I would give a live an X with Saber. Ah, I would give a live an X. Okay. With Mana Blade. Okay. Let's see. Let's see whether this works. So that's the elite fight that we were talking about. Oosh. Saber is too slow to do much anyway. This party wants front load. Saber. Ah, I see, I see. Split your heroes. 2-1-2 or 3-2 or is it just like that? Or like in a line? Because we want to have the smallest amount of... Oh, we can even split them like this. This is our biggest damage dealer now. Here, you don't want to have anyone be close to each other to avoid get hit multiple times by the spells. Okay, so then we can do it like this. So you will lose a lot of HP, so maybe swap you around like that. You will be fine. You are our stunner. Yes. Okay. Maybe like this then. Oh, you're focusing. I see, I see, I see. Okay, 10. We can push you to level 4 or you to level 4. I reckon let's push you to level 4. Here's Ethereal Amplification with additional debuffs or War Machine. So because of your attack speed, let's give you War Machine. Claws is nice, but now the Dragon Necklace doesn't work. Swap it with Saber. You mean Sanguine Blade? Sorry, sometimes you use terminology that I don't understand. Next to Living Axe. Ah, Sharp Saber. Like this. But this one was our biggest damage dealer with Mana Blade. I just don't really know. Let's see how fight goes. Let's do it. So he almost died. There we go. So the bullseye guy was the biggest damage dealer. So this guy turned out to be the biggest damage dealer here. See, necklace worked. That's true. That is true. A lot of extra bleeding. Yeah, 68, 24. Not bad. Not bad at all. Man, there is so much thinking involved into this game. Sometimes it just makes my mind trickle. Okay, so Ancient Helmet ain't that bad. What we would it swap it out for? Tell me about it. I spent 1,000 hours playing it and there is still new stuff I find. Yeah, man. I've been playing for barely like... I'll actually tell you exactly for how many hours I have been playing this game. I've been playing it for 41 hours. Most of it has been on stream with an amazing help of chat. And I also peeked like at another streamer. There was like another guy. I'm very sorry if I destroy his name, Higbits or whatever. You're doing very well given the time spent. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Demon Feast. Demon Feast with Imperial, with the Ethereal Amplification is not that bad, actually. But we will lose max mana. Not worth it. It's just Ethereal Amplification, nothing else. Let's take Ancient Helm. And let's see what kind of passives we can swap. So here's Red Drakes. I reckon we exchange it with Triumph. Critical Shield. They're not really shield. Drake's good. Yeah, Drake's is always good. Critical Shield does not exist. Might as well, instead of losing Triumph, like we surge at least once. So let's swap it here, and we get more attack damage on the SAVOS with Mana Blade. The question is, we do not want to lose those gargoyle stacks. That's just a huge, it's 22% attack damage increase. I'm not willing to go here, and we're doing fine. I think we can fight another start fight. 7 times 5 is 35, so we have 35. We can push you to level 4. This one can be tough. Yes. Yes, sir. So more blue drakes. Agile Katana, we do not get shield. It would be nice if I had to get shield. So the only really thing is either 2 faces or just get drakes for the sake of getting. You need to ensure that the archer attacks are split. Yes, because they, if they target the same hero, they amp up their attack damage and their attack speed. Correct. I agree on that one. You get a higher critical strike, critical strike damage. We can do that. So we can maybe target you like this here, you like this here, and you like this here. Can we pull an aggro from another one? Yes, we can. I think that would be alright. Yeah, we have enough sustain and enough damage. Still lacking in defense though. Yeah, but 10 seconds to fight is pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's quickly see that the fight recaps. Okay, so our bullseye guy is the bleed guy now. And War Machine. So he remains the top damage, but only just barely. Reborn carrying. Reborn is definitely carrying here. With all of the ticks. I feel like Healing Pouch also helps out a lot. He has healed an almost equal amount of health to the damage that he has dealt. You might want to give the drakes to the one with the lowest damage. The drakes with the lowest damage. We don't really have... Who's our lowest damage? Just get rid of Mana Blade. Yeah, so we do not gamble whether Dragon's Blood Necklace is working or not. Because like they're getting pretty close. Let's pick an item. Or you could swap drakes with that first ability. Yeah. Let's see. Attack speed and max mana. And another stone mace as well. Oh, let's take heavy helmet just because we get AD too. So let's see what kind of passives do we get here. Helmet. Well, we took the helmet. So Astral Sword, Claws. As Hoodloop once put, sustain plus armor equals OP. We have Ancient Helmet. Put it on the helmet. Helmet on a helmet. Minus HP. But even more defense. Boom, boom. Helmet on mace, so we just lose a little bit of HP. So it is better to theme, I would assume, the items. It's always better to theme, right? So, Mana Blade. We want to get rid of Mana Blade on him and give it to someone else. The lowest attack damage guy... Yeah, they call it effective health. Okay, I see. Armor plus max health. New terminology. Ding! Unlocked. So I believe this was our... No. Which one was our guy with the lowest damage? I don't even recall anymore. I think it was either... that one? It was either one of those. It was definitely not this guy. It's another splash ethereal damage. How about we just do it like this? And swap. And now we can give it to somebody who's got a great attack damage. Now he gained that much. Well, he gained what percentage? No, he gained flat. Before that, that was percentage. Ah, she'll be right. We're being big Muppets here. We're definitely being big Muppets here. The question is, if we are to slot in Ancient Helmet, he got attack speed, making him attack faster, perhaps too fast. Yeah, he got attack speed instead of ethereal damage. Who was our weakest? It was our attack damage, yeah. Attack speed guy. Now he can scale better with the new mace with the recipe. If we take away the saber, drop Arbalest. Okay, we'll keep the saber then and drop Arbalest. Let's take an elite. Ooh, ooh. That is a stinky fight. If we are to say anything about a stinky fight, that's definitely the one. We shouldn't be really grouping them together. Yeah, it's a split type of the fight. Yeah. So each one of them has a fun with one of their guys, so we don't get nuked. Yeah, that's the thinking that I'm employing here. We should be okay. Let's send it. I think we have enough sustain, enough stun. But it works differently with a proper party. What do you mean? That's a proper party. That's a SAVOS only party here, man. Okay, so the bullseye still remains the biggest attack damage dealer. So you see now this SAVOS here, because we have Ancient Helmet, he sucks. He's our lowest damage. So we equalized everything. 5 range heroes are not fit for Ascension. Yeah, but that's why it's fun to watch and it's fun to play, because it's not a regular thing. Yeah, exactly. Double Edge Axe, hello. Blood Drinker, hello. I was told by another person that Blood Drinker sucks because it's only, if it's above 160, they gain 20% lifesteal. And it's not too much. I mean, we go over 160. But it's better sustained, right? So we can exchange this Arbalest and chuck the Blood Drinker on our heavy helmet here. Upgrade sucks. Above 240. I mean, we could have even upgraded it if we would have bumped into a campfire. We're not gonna do that. So yeah, let's do that then. Let's combine those two together and exchange another Arbalest here. So Two-Faced Guy is the second now. So we should be okay. Ooh, a tentacle. Now we're talking. Do we apply any shock? We do not. So Tome of Shock doesn't really work. It wouldn't be an issue here, but in general, upgrading it, especially in Act 1, is a death wish. Yeah, Tentacle is 100%. Yeah, because Poison, Ethereal Amplification, we only have Ethereal on a few characters here, not really. And Spellbook, come on, I'm not gonna do that. We're not sadistic. Ooh, that's an interesting fight. Now, that's an interesting fight. Oh my goodness. So, the question is, do we focus leeches or do we focus on demon archers? This fight has been nerfed a bit, but it's still a tough one. Hootlop was like, ah, oh, impossible plus plus, it's not hard enough. That's the problem, they both want to be focused down. That's true. So what this is corruption. I reckon that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna focus on the top first, and then we're gonna kill the leeches. So we wanna split the aggro, just like so. Maybe even this way. This way, and maybe you will be like this. Just make sure archers don't hit the same hero. So these two will. And this one will drop this one. I cannot make the middle archer focus someone else. Let's send it. We should have enough sustain, we should be okay. I think we're alright. The top right guy will explode. Badoom. So Bullseye is still top damage. Now, funny enough, the Red Drakes and Bronze Drake guy is the second place in terms of damage dealing. Very interesting. Let's see what our bleeds. 184, that's pretty good. And 72 here as well. Ooh, a heavy helmet. Yes. And another heavy helmet. Yes. So I am actually very surprised to learn that defense actually helps us out a lot. Because what I would usually do is I would just go all in on attack damage or attack speed and just completely ignore defense, maybe get some HP here and there. But as it turns out, defense actually helps out a great deal. Attack is often a bait once you get enough already. It's never enough. 100 armor is the go to the baseline on everyone if possible. Wow. Okay. Well, we'll have 100 on this guy here. So let's have a look at this fight. So we have all melee characters. Do they deal split? No, spell damage in AoE. This is the split though. So here we want to spread some lava a little bit. Maybe like that, so. 9 times 5 is 45. We can push one of our characters, precisely either that one, or that one, to level 5 here. Not having armor makes fights such as Dragon Twin Elite suicidal. Yes, thankfully we're in Act 3 and we are not gonna go here. Because this is where you're most likely to get it, in my experience so far. But funny enough, with SAVOS, I actually managed to kill them last time. It's on a YouTube. Okay, so who is the biggest damage dealer? 50% chance. It's a 50% chance. Let's push our biggest damage dealer to level 5. Even more lifesteal or crit chance. Crit chance doesn't really help us out because we're maxed out. Once we cast our lifesteal sustain, we'll take it. And let's spread some lava around and let's send it. Oh my goodness! Okay, we're stunned. Yeah, we're good. So spreading some lava around was definitely better. You want your guys to be together, the main enemy damage dealers? Yes, they do deal split damage, but we have like this much sustain that pushed us through. So Blood Knight armor is great. Who's gonna be the tank? What are we to swap out? If we are to swap out, we could. None of these do anything. Pick whatever and hope for shop. Okay, I'll take Blood Knight's armor. Just wait till shop. Okay. The duel. Only the close here and the enemy will fight. Leave. I mean, 2 copies of the Dragon Spring. We deal stuns. Actually, I'll tell you exactly where we deal the stuns with. They're sack relics, sadly. Ah, so they will force us to sack twice. It's a huge bait. Okay. It's a huge bait. And you're quite positive we're not gonna win the challenge. It's a 1v1. I think I can definitely win it. Very unlikely your party draws power from being in a group. Yeah, that's true. But if we had to lose, we'll only lose 6 flame. How about we try it? And we'll put you here. You could lose a little bit of flame and get some passive items. Let's see. Yeah, nah, he should be okay. I mean, he was okay. Outlook nerfed him. Handy stuff. Lifesteal is now applies to spell damage, and ethereal damage, and magical steel now applies to physical damage. Ooh, another dragon's blood necklace. And another sanguine ring. Just pick the ring. Just Monica. Okay. We will proceed. And before we enter the shop, I'm gonna quickly take a bathroom break, and I will be right back in a second. It's a Friends reference. Nope, Doki Doki! Ah! Actually, my partner played Doki Doki Literature Club. Monica is the killer. Whoops, spoiler alert! Just pick the ring. Just Monica. Alright, let's see the shop. Another orcish bow! Let's go. I'm joking. I'm joking. I read it years ago. Fun experience. My partner, she played it like a month ago. Alar is great. Alar is great because it's like, what, 5 critical strikes and then everyone goes to the moon with attack speed. So far, the highest attack speed is here. We can get Alar, and we can even put it on a novice bow. Qatar, personal opinion, found it pretty useless. I hate Qatar so much. There's just no way you can whatchamacallit, you cannot take damage. Because there's just so many characters that like shoot the projectiles around and focus the lowest health character and stuff. There's just way too much. It just doesn't... It's only decent in Act 1 and then it betrays you. It betrays you. Yeah. I mean, if you get it for free, it's not that bad. So, okay. If we had to get Alar, let's first of all get it. The question is, what do we put it on? We still have another heavy helmet. And we have a novice bow. I reckon we chuck it on novice bow so we don't lose that juicy attack speed here. I would reforge some of the stuff if you have. You would reforge like dismantle. It seems like to me like a lot of homework at the moment. Dismantle at least one axe and replace it with helmet. At least one axe. Like orcish axe, was it? Great axe. Top left SAVOS. Top left SAVOS. Okay, we dismantle... Which one was it? Let's dismantle Destiny then. And we apply Destiny to the helmet. Pop it back in. So we have another... These 10-2 damage difference is not worth missing out the armor. Yes. So now we can get another one. And we need to put a LAR. And I reckon we put a LAR on a heavy helmet as well. Put it on. Now, where do we slot it? So this is our highest attack speed character. We will lose some attack speed, some critical strike damage, and critical strike chance. But we don't care, because all we need to do is we just need some... Replace Haunted. Yeah. Okay, so double click. And we put the LR back on. I like how we get in, you know, like on the same level here. Can't really afford anything else. The anchor is here. The question is that worth it? The answer probably and most likely would be no, but we can maybe slot out Orcish Bow. You would buy Quiver and Runic. I sense sarcasm in the air. Juicy. Runic Shield. Okay. Uncast the array. But we cast only like once. In the last fight against the hands, we'll cast more than once. $152 plus 83 is 235, so we can actually afford. We didn't actually have to buy Quiver because we had one. Or you could reforge Dragon with... Yeah, but we already spent the money. If we had to give it to somebody, stun one? Really, but stun helps. Where's the stun? Maybe for now, maybe let's keep it for now. Kill the boss. Kill the boss! He does almost nothing, the Sanguine does way more. Like you mean the Sanguine Ring? I see. Okay. Let's swap those around then. And we can even now push one of our guys to level 5. Yeah, why? Okay, so you're not the first one who says that we all focus the blue guy upstairs. Why is that the case? You would wait with leveling. Okay. Let's send it. I feel very confident. Look at the numbers. Look at this number. Red, what green and red do. Read what red and green. Green is like spreading damage all around them and heals for that damage. Blue, I don't remember what the blue does. Blue just heals, right? The problem with red, I did it again, I know. The problem with red and green is that you get more. The problem with red and green is that you get more damage if you guys too close to him. Hence why gaining on blue is best. Gaining up just doesn't sound right. Damage received. Yeah, I see what you mean. So maybe let's have a quick peek at... So Garnet, thank you, no thank you. Leather stripes is the choice. And let's pick an item. So Last Guardian is not that bad. Skeleton ring. I don't think if I've seen that one before. If we had to get skeleton ring, the only place I would slot it in is Fisher ring, but that's defense. That's huge. Probably not needed. You have too low health for it to be worth it. True. I will take it, but we're not gonna do anything with it. So now we're up to 19 trophies. We'll move on into the last fight, and I think that would be the case when we finally make it. So last time I played, I would always put one character here, like hypothetically, and the rest would be spread out like this. Do you get why waiting with leveling is often more optimal? Because we might get a relic, for example, like a saddle, that will work with trophies. And then level afterwards is always better because you get a HP from fight unless you have min-maxing. That would be my assumption. True, but the real reason is optimal usage of passive trophy gain per fight. Optimal usage of passive trophy gain. Because you get more. Per fight. And you also get XP. Alright. So we're nearing the end of this attempt. Attempt number, I don't remember what it is. Let's say attempt number 8 on Impossible Plus difficulty for a true victory. The ultimate victory. Now the question is, who gets the level up? So the optimal way here is to have a Alar guy in the bottom right corner. Bottom right corner. Ooh. Where did you take it? Because what do you do? 2 guys up in front of sword guy. Maybe not him. Maybe not him either. 2 guys up in front of sword guy. Up. 3 rows up. Like here? Oh my goodness. 1 more. I'll just turn it off so I don't move the items accidentally. And what about this one? Close to the sword, both of them. And what about this guy here? Almost. Like this? 1 hex to the right. Want to kill the hand with the dagger first. No. Damage dealer has no armor. He needs to be behind. He needs to be behind. Okay, so then you can be here. And you can take the aggro. It's there. The 2 guys up. The 2 guys up, 1 hex to the left. Up, 1 hex to the left. And I would swap them around because he loses HP. And then this one just hangs around here just to take the aggro. 1 hex slower. On one of them. Like that. The other guy needs to be close to the other one up. You mean... is that 1 hex to the right on the top one? Like that. Is that because we want to catch the daggers? Yeah, here. Cool. Cool. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Bear with me. I would level up. I want to level up. Yeah. I would swap one of the right ones with the left one. So that's our healer. So probably like that. And then give him the aggro. The left one needs to be tanky too. Yeah, that's our the tankiest boy. Hey Oreo, how you doing? 1 hex up on the left, 1 on the left. 1 hex up. All right, let the micromanagement, the ultimate micromanagement of all time begin. Oreo and Shroff. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, bro. Level up. Level up the... I would assume the one that goes solo or the LR guy. Level up the healer. Okay, so that's the healer. Bringing the Discord band back together. Here's our lifesteal. Defense, defense. Because he's tanking to 65. We can push 1 more to level 5. Can we? Should we push Alar because he's a damage dealer? Well, no. What difficulty is this? Impossible plus, and we're trying to get the ultimate victory. I moved the guy on the left 1 hex up. There you go. Or would you move him like 1 hex up like that? Sick. He was in a better spot earlier. Cool. So he goes here then. You got to the end of Act 3 when I did a SAVOS run on a possible plus. Yeah, I saw it on the Discord. Yeah. Yeah, man. I got today on stream actually the first one. You can level up another dude. Yes. I'm gonna do Alar guy. The maze guy. Shit. Health. Not defense? Or defense. Let's go with defense. Your build looks better. Because Shroff has been crafting it this entire time. This is our build. This is our stats. It's not my build, by the way. It's Shroff build. I'm just the one who plays it. Aggro on healer. Aggro is on healer. 5 times 5 is 25. Yeah, I tried to specialize the SAVOSes. Yeah, we don't necessarily have a bot here. Swap healer with a sword guy. Is that the sword guy? Aggro on a sword guy. Okay. So healer doesn't get the aggro. I see. Sanguine Blade. Yeah. I mean, we can't level up any higher than that. I reckon we just send it here. And pray to the gods this happens. You can slow down the fight speed when it starts. Okay, the healer is our saving grace. The hand is done, and this shouldn't be a problem. It only took us 2 hours. Plus, let me quickly check the stream for how long we have been streaming this one. Plus, yeah, so 2 hours and another hour and a half. So we have been streaming for 3 hours and a half. Impossible plus ultimate victory, 2 hours run. And just Monica. Damn. Well done, chat.